We'll do it live.
Yeah, we're doing it live. Hello, and welcome to Powered Casual Presents Hellscape Navigators. What happened last time, guys?
We're all dead.
No, we're fine. I mean, we're technically still in Avernus, so we're not really fine.
We're still in hell.
We
Yeah.
fought a demon lord.
Did
Yeah.
do that.
Yep.
Crushed
We
his
shreked the
ankle.
demon lord, and then we got our kill stolen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then we got kill sniped by
Yeah.
Ariel, Archduke of Hell.
We were beating the hell out of his legs. His legs were like not even there anymore.
True.
We softened him up real good.
I was about to grapple him.
Yeah.
Didn't get a chance.
Kill swipe.
I can never pronounce his name right. Yinogu?
Yinogu?
Yep.
Yinogu. All right. Yeah. We smacked that guy because we were very strong. And then after that, we appeared back where the sword was, and Maleficus was going to go grab it as is right, and he was stopped by not Lulu, someone else,
The other one.
Angel Man, and
Angel man.
we were told that taking up the sword is a whole ass thing. The end.
Whole ass
Yes,
thing.
Whole ass thing.
The whole ass thing.
Yep.
Said in context, one whole ass thing.
Yeah. The whole ass must go into
Put
the
your
sword.
whole ass into it.
Yep.
Yeah. You just gotta get in there.
Not
Yep.
part of it.
The
whole ass.
whole ass.
No half measures.
Yeah.
Only whole ass.
Yeah, you can't half-ass this.
You can't
Like-
just do one cheek.
100% ass.
Both.
All the ass.
Yeah.
That's what I know.
Yeah. Whole ass thing.
I agree with Ark's assessment of the situation.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Ass
Yeah, that-
assessment.
Ah.
Hey!
Yeah, that
You should get inspiration for that.
no.
Disagree.
So, yeah, that does pretty much sum it up. Last episode was, for the most part, a lot of combat between hordes of demons and gnolls, and then suddenly a demon lord. And at the last moment, during that combat, Zariel from the past, because you were in one of Lulu's dreams, swooped in, kill stole, and kicked Yinogu into hell with Mammoth Lulu's help. And then she went ahead and conveyed some blessings upon you after she asked you guys if you would make the ultimate sacrifice like she did. You all answered in your own way. And yeah, if I wrote this down correctly, Clyde, Thranton, and Maleficus all said yes. Naoma was a nah. And like Gilda was kind of like a maybe minus. Yeah. Like an if I had to.
It was like a Facebook invite, maybe, which means no.
I have acknowledged the question and declined to answer. And then, yeah, once that happened, you were teleported back into the central chamber of the Bleeding Citadel in front of the Sword of Zariel, where Maleficus continued to just go for that thing. And General Yale, who you now know is the ghost of one of Zariel's top Hell Rider generals, stopped you, told you it's going to be a whole ass thing. And then that does bring us up to the pleasant present.
The pleasant.
We did it.
You did it.
So presently we are all standing in the presence of the sword, and one of us must take it.
Yes, effectively. You guys are now, you are presented with the sword that you've been traipsing all over Avernus to find, because you know that somehow it is the key to saving Elturel.
All right.
Or a
Now's
key.
a good time to introduce ourselves.
It is. Who are all of you? Because I skipped the introductions, just went right into what's important.
We gotta finish this episode.
It's like the thing where they changed the order of like the beginning credits and like the opening scene and the
Cold open.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cold open.
yeah,
Doing it.
Yep.
Previously.
Yeah, let's see. Who do we have? Below me, I'm Ian, the DM, but below me we have Brian playing Clyde.
I go first.
You
See
do.
him.
Never happens. Tonight's the night. Next to Clyde, we have Ark playing Maleficus. Also next to Clyde, we have Sean playing Thranton. Oh, you thought this was going to be a counterclockwise direction? No. There's no. This is
going to be one of those, and also featuring.
Yeah.
My expectations have been betrayed.
They have.
I got betrayed yesterday, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Above Thranton, we have Alyssa playing Gilda. And last, because it is his birthday, we have Tom playing Naoma. Esports. That's a free esports. No points needed for that one.
Birthday esports.
Indeed. And yeah.
It's your late happy birthday horn.
At least it's in there.
Yeah, it's effort.
It got in there, and that's what matters.
And yeah, now you know that the what Yale told you is that whoever claims the sword will effectively cease to be. She does not say die, but she makes it very clear that who you are now may not be around after you claim a sword.
I like
Yale.
these.
Excuse me, General Yale. How much time do we have? What is the urgency on us pulling this sword? Do we have a little bit to make a decision here, or do we need to make it immediately?
I'm gonna inject Elturel's falling.
Yeah, there are people
It's
dying
been
by the
falling.
minute.
But do we have an hour or 30 seconds?
Well, an hour could be like a year. We don't even know what time is.
It's
down
true.
there.
Time is wacky.
Can we have a pause on time? Can you do that, Yale?
No, I can't. You have all the time that you think you need. This is not a decision that one should take lightly.
Well, that's why we want to take our time.
I mean, I don't know what's happening outside, but I imagine it's trash.
Yeah, it's hell out there.
Huddle formation, let's go.
It's no good. You know good.
You know goo?
You know good.
Yeah.
You know goo, you know goo, you know goo.
I look
I'll tell
for,
you no good.
I look for a flat section of wall, and I take my claw and I start to draw on it like a sports diagram kind of thing. There's a circle, and there's an X, and it's like, okay, so we're here, right? We gotta the sword. We gotta take the sword. One of us has to agree to take it, and then boom, we go to Elturel and we save Elturel.
Well,
There's gonna be some bad dudes on the way, probably.
Sure. All we've known is that we want the sword because Mad Maggie sent us here.
Right.
How do we know that this sword is going to save Elturel?
It looks like a really cool sword, and you gotta trust that.
Well,
That sounds legit.
Atlanteus I think it was Atlanteus, gave us some notes about the sword is the key to. No, the sword is. We have the keys to the eye of Elturel. I'm trying to find through my notes. What the heck was the sword for other than fighting Zariel?
Is the implication that Zariel will not let El Terrell go?
Yes, you would know with what you guys have learned so far that Zariel is effectively the one who pulled El Terrell down.
Yeah, she would like us to not undo her work, and we gotta fight her. So here's the deal. That's a big sweet sword. I am proficient in big sweet swords. Like, I'm real good at it. So I say I take the sword.
You're proficient in big sweet malls.
I have a sword. I used the sword up until I got the maul.
Yeah,
I
that's true.
remember that.
You of all people, Thomas.
Fine, take the fucking sword.
Jesus, now there's a
Touch it. Go touch it.
While everyone is arguing, I'm going to start casting Hero's Feast.
Okay.
And just be like, well, before we decide on who takes it, let's sit down and I know we haven't known each other that long, but let's have one last meal together, I think. And take our time to come to a decision. One of us, I think, probably is, or is going to be something completely different.
This is the Last Supper, but we don't know who's Jesus yet.
Yeah.
Who's Jesus?
Exactly.
It's like a really weird game of werewolf where you sit down for dinner.
Right?
Yeah, it's not who's stealing people. No, who will become an ascended archangel.
So that was on the line.
No, it's who will become
Even
the god.
we don't know.
Who will become the savior of mankind? Obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously.
All right. So yeah, I'm taking 10 minutes to cast Hero's Feast, and then we have a feast that takes an hour to consume. Once we do that, we will each get 2d10 hit points added to our maximum hit points.
Sick.
For the duration of the spell, which is 24 hours. And then we get you're immune, cured of diseases and poisons, becomes immune to poison and frightened, and advantage on all wisdom saving throws for 24 hours.
Sweet.
Nice.
And while you're prepping all this, you're going to be like, wow, you have been paying attention while I've been teaching you. That's great. I didn't think you were.
So wait, is it 2d10 and temp HP?
Yeah, so no, I'll roll it. It's everyone gets the same amount. You get 2d10 added to your maximum HP for 24 hours, and you get healed for the amount that gets added. So basically just increases your HP up to that amount.
Yep.
Rad. Okay.
But yeah, important distinction, it is not temp HP. So if you have a feature that gives you temp HP, that counts.
And you can be healed up to the new maximum.
Mm-hmm. It's good shit.
All right, let's eat.
Shit.
So yeah, while you eat, you have at least an hour that you've given yourselves to talk this over. Awkward Thanksgiving conversation, I know, but
Yep. So looking around, it's kind of between, Thranton, Maleficus, and Clyde, or Clyde and Maleficus, right?
Yeah.
I am a little bit less interested in it because I have sworn such an oath to Naoma. But if it were a thing where no one else would do it, I could. But since Maleficus is so willing, I don't really need to.
So here's the deal, Clyde. You got this thing, right? You're really good at lobbing off heads when they need to be lobbed off. That's important. That's an important service that you are doing to the realms.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. You got to kill the devils and demons. I see that's very important now, given that you got towns getting taken down into hell. That's a whole thing.
A whole ass thing.
A whole ass thing.
Whole ass thing.
Here, so, Maleficus is kind of flustered. He messes with his mane a little bit, and his echo sits beside him and like claps the paw on his shoulder, and he says, "So here's the thing. My story is pretty much over. My kingdom is gone. There is nothing to go back to there."
Wait, what? You
What?
believe this now? When did you start believing me?
I never didn't.
Oh. Well, now
It's just a hard
I feel
truth.
bad. Well, now I feel bad.
Oh.
So I think that the most good that I can do in this world and the rest of the world is to take up the sword and do what needs to be done here.
Okay, who are you and what have you done with Maleficus?
Yeah, so my thought is that so when they don't say that the person who takes it dies, my thought is that whoever it is going to become the new leader of the Hell Riders. Like the power is held there. So maybe you're just gonna rock around Avernus killing devils. So maybe this is what Clyde wants. Maybe this is what you want. But if Maleficus wants this to be the end of their story, the where they end their, if this is where they want to be for the rest of eternity, I guess I'm not gonna stop that.
Well, what makes you think that? Because that sounds pretty sweet, actually.
Because that's where it seems that Zariel got her power.
From the sword?
That's what I think. And then when she got corrupted, she doesn't have her sword anymore, so she's no longer angelic.
Yale will step in, and by step in, I mean she's actually. I envision you guys just sort of sitting on the floor eating all this food. Everybody's got their place, including
Is
Mike
Yale a ghost?
Yeah, she's a ghost. Yeah.
I'm gonna keep offering Yale food, but
Oh, and she'll take it and hold it, and and stuff, and set it in front of her. But yeah, I envision you all have a place. Mike Wazowski has a spot. Maleficus and his echo have spots. Yale has sort of made herself a spot around this floor table that you guys have set up, and she'll just kind of lean over, holding a plate of yams or whatever the hero's feast makes. And
it's just yams.
The whole feast is yams. It's an hour of eating yams.
This is a shitty feast.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
And
I mean,
she'll,
it's either yams or toenails, so...
Yeah, this
I
is
like it again.
The local flavor.
It's worth noting that this is definitely the best food that you have eaten since you've been down here, because Thranton, you've had to make do with stuff you found down here. You have made garbage good. But this is magic. What you're doing is not magic per se. What you're doing is culinary magic.
Entire fucking identity, just fuck, man.
I don't mean to do this.
Jesus Christ!
I did not mean that way.
Thranton's here working with all the sabotages. Nobody knows any
This is
better.
the
And
last
we're like,
fucking
why
episode.
didn't you
Just give me the
catch up with
fucking
his ice cream?
sword.
Wow.
Not what I
Wow.
meant. God.
It's all coming out.
But Yale will lean in and be like, okay, just to clarify, Zariel was an angel, from the celestial planes. The sword's just a bonus to an angel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what happens when we pull the sword?
Well, you won't be. Whoever claims the sword, should the sword find them worthy, you will not be an angel per se, but the sword will change you.
What if the sword finds you unworthy?
You may still claim the sword and may try and do what you were going to do. If it save a city, or so I hear, then fantastic. The sword may then find you worthy. But, I mean, you could certainly claim it and wield it as though it were any other sword. But if you're seeking to use the sword's power to achieve your goal and do what's right, then the only way that would work is if the sword found you worthy.
So if we're going by if the sword finds us worthy, then the only, Clyde was a maybe on if they would do what it took to save people. And Maleficus said yes.
Clyde was a yes.
No, Clyde was a yes.
Yeah, Clyde was
Oh,
a
I
yes.
thought you were a maybe.
No,
No.
I was a
I was
hardcore yes.
I would see
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, me.
Well, rock, paper, scissors.
Still a maybe.
So maybe here's the deal. I take the sword and hope that it means great things. And hope that it means that I can do great things when it comes to dealing with all this. And maybe I can call a favor in from Clyde once in a while, if that's what comes to pass.
What do you mean?
I don't come punch a demon for me once in a while. I mean,
I'll do
you
it.
know. See, I think this works out. In that event, I don't die. Clyde gets a side gig. Everybody wins.
But what if you are able to rebuild your kingdom? I don't have a kingdom either. My whole village was destroyed. I'm the last of my kind, and all I have is killing demons.
But you have that, and that's what sets you apart from me. Not that I haven't killed a demon, but that drive, that is special.
Do you not want to try to reclaim and rebuild your family's kingdom?
I think it would take a great amount of work, and I would need allies in that. And clearly, the folks involved in that situation have largely moved on.
What about us?
He slowly casts a glance at the random and then back.
Wow. I thought you were dead, all right?
What about us and Mike Wazowski?
Well, I mean, Mike won't be here for much longer.
Why do you say that?
No reason.
Oh.
Hurt my son.
Honestly,
What is Mike Wazowski up to right now?
right now he's
Yeah,
just
is he
kind.
eating?
No, he's not eating. But no, he's just kind of sitting at the table, just kind of crouched down and parked there. If somebody puts some food in front of him, he will cut it. But
I'll
but
put
that's
a
it.
pie in front of him and see how many slices he cuts it into.
Let's see. He'll see it and he'll do like a quick pan around the table, and he will cut. Let's see.
Does he cut one for Maleficus's son?
Yeah, he cuts the pie into 7 perfect pieces.
Oh wow!
That's
Wow,
impressive.
That's a tough cut.
That's
Yeah,
mechanical precision right there. Yeah, 1 for the 5 of you, 1 for Maleficus's Echo, and 1 for Yale.
Good boy.
Me and my Echo both reach out at the same time for a slice of pie, and just into the mouth it goes. But for the Echo, it just goes through.
Yeah, just lands on the floor.
Safely pat him on the head without touching the spikes.
Or the button. Please don't touch
You
the
didn't.
button.
Yeah, don't touch the button.
I like the button.
Hand gets impaled by your little Modron friend. Monodron.
Is there a pumpkin at this feast?
I mean, Naoma, it's your spell. What would the menu be?
Yeah, there's a pumpkin here.
I'll bring it in front of him and say, Mike, carve a face into this.
And it'll take him a minute, but he will carve a ridiculously good version, tusks and all, of Thranton.
Look, with a protege like that, you can't say your work's done here. Come on,
And
Clyde.
I'll
I
hold
don't know.
the pumpkin
He is
up
one
to
of my
Thran and be like,
greatest works.
it looks just
Thank
like
you.
you. Look at it.
It does look very nice.
Sitting
It is
image.
very good.
I'm gonna pull
Mike
out.
Zabowski is good for something.
I'm gonna take like a steak knife from the table, or not table,
Floor.
from the silverware, and just like give Mike a high five.
Tink.
Tink. Well,
Yeah.
So
You've
it
got
sounds like
real, actual friends here. I just got a ghost, and my echo just kind of like just frowns a little bit. I just spell it. It goes away.
wow.
Wait.
Wow.
Yeah, Naoma immediately leans in and be like, Maleficus, we're, as much as at odds as we sometimes get, we're all your friends here.
yeah. And who's gonna take care of your son?
Not real.
What? He's not real?
do you
Everyone
mean?
wants to roll deception. He's not real.
Do we need a wisdom save?
Got a
for this?
10.
Are we rolling deception?
I don't know. I just called that as a
Deception?
joke. It's up to the DM.
I'm willing to try and deceive. All right, here we go.
Intelligence?
Yeah, anybody who wants to try and make an intelligence or deception check to try and convince Maleficus that his shade as an Echo Knight is real.
What if I think it's real already?
Why can't I?
Then that would be an intelligence. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I rolled a 17 intelligence.
All right.
I rolled a nat 20, and it's -1.
Okay.
My D&D
figured it
won't let me
out.
click on things.
Oh, you might need to log in again.
Yeah, refresh the page. So I have like
That's
that
what I lost, yeah.
flashback in my head, like all the pieces coming together of every moment with the echo, and then I finally realize, oh my gosh, it's not real. The echo has been you this whole time.
It's a hell of a montage.
Naoma leans over, just like, no, it's real.
No, but when that's why when it was hanging on the side of the thing, it didn't react to gravity or momentum or anything.
So I don't know what I was supposed to roll to counter that, but for that conversation, I rolled a 22 for perception.
Well, okay. So, Maleficus, as the person who has to summon and dispel and command the echo, you have a very good idea of how it works and what it is.
I have a unique understanding of the situation, and while I appreciate you humoring me, I just,
I
yeah.
just can't believe it's not real.
Can't believe it's not butter.
No one can.
Can't believe it's not sun.
I think it's time. I do think it's time for me to figure out a substantial way to make a difference, and this seems like as good a chance as any.
I'm just like
This is the
staring at
saddest.
Maleficus in disbelief.
Yeah, this is the saddest moment. You have made a difference in our lives and in the lives of those in Elturel.
Yeah.
We would not have gotten through Avernus without you, so.
And maybe that's what this ends up being. Maybe I keep doing more of this. That wouldn't be so bad. I don't know if I'll have the capacity to miss you, but if I do, I will.
All right.
Wow.
Well,
That
I
was
guess
kind of
that's,
profound.
It says it changes you. I don't know how it changes you. If it turns me into a lump of butter, then
We'll use you if you're butter. Don't worry.
The true angelic form.
yeah.
There it is.
certainly
I
will.
can sustain my friend. sustain my friends in new and exciting ways. Everybody wins.
Amazing.
Well, then I guess it's settled.
Yeah, I mean, go for it. Do your thing.
Is
All right,
the
I
Hero's
will.
Feast over? Do we wait for the Hero's Feast to be over before you do that, or?
What do you mean
Well,
by
I
over?
said-
I mean, I
Up
think
to
we
you
could make
guys.
an argument for these deliberations having taken an hour.
Yeah.
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 No, 1 hour real time.
Okay. Everyone, it's not a lot. It's 6 extra hit points, but everyone's max hit points is up
Okay,
by 6.
so you weren't paying attention while I was teaching it. Okay, good.
That's pretty sweet.
So I think you put it in the max HP modifier,
Mm.
and it'll go up.
Yeah, that's what I did.
You said 6?
Yep.
Yep. All right. Well, then let's do this.
All right, I'm feeling strong and full of food, and I'm gonna go and make my way towards the sword.
Okay.
And I'm going to walk alongside you
Oh.
and go up to the sword with you.
I will, just for kicks, manifest my echo on the other side of me. So I'm flanked by Clyde and my echo, just walking up to the sword.
Slow motion walk.
Yeah, yeah. The
I'm-
back is straight, the chin is up and as proud as it can be.
I'm gonna push Thranton up to like go as well.
Oh.
Go.
Why? I'm right here. I can see.
It's. I mean, it's
Brutal.
it is a very open room.
Okay, fine, jeez. And Daniel keeps pushing. Okay. I'll walk behind Maleficus. And is Naoma just staying back there? I'll look back like, what the fuck? Alright, whatever.
She'll step forward and follow behind Thranton.
We'll follow carrying a bowl of yams.
Where did
Go.
you get? Those should be gone by now.
They keep showing up.
That's a side effect of the spell. Like it just makes like the meal and unlimited yams for a while. You can't stop it. You just have to wait for it to run its course. It's just yams.
It's a side effect. Side effects may include unlimited yams.
Some wild magic shit. Just yams.
Oh, that'd be a good amount. Wild magic.
Avernus is weird. What can I say?
Yeah.
It is. All right.
So as we get to the little stand where the statue is,
Mhm.
I want to cast a spell onto Maleficus.
Ooh.
I'm going to cast. You're not hurt at all, right?
No.
Okay.
Fully yams.
The yams heal everything.
Okay. I'm gonna cast on you, with your permission, enlarge,
Oh, sick.
which makes you double in all sizes.
All right. Yeah, totally. I'm into it. Let's go.
Specific.
All dimensions.
Yeah. So that way you just have a much like I don't know how much strength this requires, but you definitely got it now.
Okay.
I'm gonna hand you one of my experimental potions,
Ooh.
and
Oh man, it's
Also
like
yams.
Christmas.
yeah, I'm gonna be like, just in case. And here's what it does for you.
Oh, is this like the scene in Endgame where Hulk's about to put on the gloves? So I'm gonna stand there with my shield up.
Yeah.
And
Okay. So
Hold
I
it,
not.
like,
I am now large. I reach down with my little clawed hand, and like I pick up the potion with my claws between two of them, and I down it, and I say, "Thank you." Is my echo also large?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
He's you in every way, so.
Yeah.
Excellent. This is beautiful. All right. So I go to stand and I stand behind the sword, facing everybody. Get ready. I put my paws on it.
And I'll say,
Get
wait.
ready to-
I have something for
I
you
hover
too.
my paws.
And I'll kind of pull out of my adventuring bag my one piece of azurite, and I'll be like, this has brought me great luck on our adventures together, and I want you to have it.
Hold out my massive paw. And I say, thank you.
And now it's just a thorn in the paw.
Yep. Yeah.
You hide behind a pillar.
It could become a fable later. Yeah, I nod. My echo wipes a tear away and watches as I get ready to heft the sword. Before I do that, I look around at the group and I say, "Thank you, Naoma. Thank you, Clyde. Thank you, Gilda, and thank you, Thranton, for everything, all of your help along the way here, and for teaching me how to be a friend." And with that, I go to heft the sword. Because I imagine it's a sword and stone situation, but I don't even actually know.
I mean, it is. Yeah, it's as described here. So it's on this little base, and there is literally a stone.
Literally a sword and
So
stone.
Oh, yeah, all right.
so yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're doing this.
I hide
Not
behind a
the sword.
pillar.
Like I'm actually getting a
Grable.
little weepy. Holy shit.
Ew.
What's
I
this?
nod over to my echo.
Peek behind the pillar. You're the heart of this team.
Well,
So
Wow.
you grasp the sword, and as you get closer, and everybody who gets close to the rock that it's jammed into, you can see that it gives off like a bluish glow, and there is sort of a hum that is emanating from it. And as you grasp it, Maleficus, you feel that hum in your paws, in your mitts. And at first it kind of feels like after you've mowed the lawn or something, and your hands just kind of have that really soft, numb sensation to them.
The moped hands, yeah.
Yeah, moped hands. Yeah. You kind of feel like that for a moment as you grasp the hilt, and once you do, but after a moment, you kind of feel that hum travel up your arms and all throughout your body. And just looking at a thing, and you feel perfect, for lack of a better word. And the sword there's no like voice in your head or anything like that, but you feel instantly attuned to the sword, and it is attuned to you.
Oh no.
And you all actually sort of see this. Maleficus is transformed and is just like a really slow wipe. Just a really slow change, sort of fading from one Maleficus to this new Maleficus. This Maleficus is like an idealized, like marble sculpture-esque version of Maleficus. The mane is tousled and beautiful. The horns are like shiny and polished. All of the fur is glowing and golden.
What about the helmet?
The helmet is actually fits even better. And you feel Maleficus. You feel a series of changes come wave and after wave over you. You feel this perfection, this otherworldly perfection kind of come over you. And you feel several things. You sort of felt this through the helm. The helm gave you the ability to temporarily activate True Sight. You have that sensation now. Like your sight is now utterly true and clear and unclouded, just like when you're using the helm. You feel a change within yourself as well. Whereas you used to be the Maleficus that everybody knows and loves, you are now. Let's see. I'm gonna roll for these traits right here, live on stream, and we'll see how we go. So you kind of feel like you've never been one to, to deal well with injustice. When you see something wrong happening, you've always felt the need to, to do something about it. But now you feel like cruelty or injustice would just set you right off. But at the same time, you feel that you wouldn't cut off heads or smite the unworthy, but you feel that all creatures are capable of changing for the good, that redemption is within all creatures. And you feel, and again, this isn't that different than what you felt now, but you feel it right in your core now, right in your heart, that you would die for those who fight beside you, no matter what their faults are. And on top of all that, like I said, you feel perfect. You feel flawless. Like there is no wrong to you right now. Like you are ideal.
Is that what we see?
Yeah, for the most part. Like the personality changes you don't quite see right off the bat. But yeah, you get
rippling muscles, you sure do.
But yeah, you see like Maleficus. Like you've seen Maleficus pretty good. You've seen Maleficus at what was his best. This is better than best. This is the perfect Maleficus. Like if you ever had a weird dream about Maleficus that was really a dream about Maleficus, this is that Maleficus.
Maybe I'm a furry.
Yeah, this is the Fabio on the romance novel cover Maleficus.
Damn. That is a nice Maleficus.
Oh my god.
We're all
And
furries now.
I've popped the sword of Zariel onto your sheet, Maleficus. It has a bunch of shit. That is suddenly very relevant to you.
I go up to Maleficus and I raise my hand for a high five.
I think it's freaking ginormous now.
And yeah, the enlargement is still a thing.
I mean, I would be inclined to put my paw out, but do my circumstances forbid it?
They do not.
All right, we're putting the paw out.
Yeah.
I go in low.
Yeah. Do you fully understand your strength, or do you just like bop Clyde into a wall?
I don't. Well,
Low
I think
five.
that I know I am Lord, so I hold my paw down for the low five. Yeah.
All right, good call, good call.
And
He's perfect.
One thing
He
you
would
do,
never slam me into the wall.
One thing you do all notice is Maleficus's echo has not changed. Maleficus's echo still resembles the original Maleficus.
deep down you're
So you
still
can have
the
a
same.
direct comparison. You've just got like this, this kind of shaggy nerd
Interesting.
who wants to be a jock, and the ascended jock.
Wait, can you dismiss and resummon? Why does your son look different?
I look over and say, maybe he has his own business now.
Oh.
I do not know.
I go back to the feast and I grab that pumpkin and I turn it around and I hold it up to Mike and I'm like, carve Maleficus into this pumpkin so that we will always remember how our friend used to be.
Carve him into this pumpkin that will rot.
Now, as you go to do so, something happens. Now, as you guys do this, as
Roll for
Maleficus grasps the sword, pulls it out, and holds it aloft, and undergoes this change, you feel a rumble in the floor. You see the walls like shake a bit.
Oh dang.
And in
I'm gonna cast Warding Bond on Gilda and Naoma real fast.
and in a blinding flash of light that Maleficus can see through, but no one else can. So Maleficus, you see this in perfect clarity. Everybody else gets this blinding flash. But the bleeding citadel explodes. And from all around you, once the light clears and you blink away the after images, you see that the entire bleeding citadel, this inner ideal chapel, the scab, the chains going into the scab, has just been blown in all directions. For hundreds of feet.
That's fine.
I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't quite this.
Did you do this, Maleficus?
No.
And
Okay.
Yale will, still standing where she was, she'll be like, she'll turn to you and say to you all, like, my work is done. Good luck.
What do we do?
And she'll fade away.
I think we should go.
Okay. Should we drive to the chains?
Yeah, looking around, is our car still here? Sorry, our tormentor still here?
Yeah, as you look, you see off in the distance, fortunately outside the blast zone, your car and Olantius on his chariot are still there.
I'll wave at him.
And he'll like,
and I'll just like gesture around and be like, what?
You will also see a large, very large creature.
Me.
No, not you.
Wait, can I keep stacking enlarge? Can I just keep casting it?
Make it bigger.
You see, it almost looks like a giant mud skipper, except it's covered in fur, and it has ears, and its maw is just teeth. You see this enormous thing kind of flop its way out of a pile of the scabrous wreckage and start to haul ass off into the distance.
Do I recognize it as a fiend, like a demon or a devil?
Oh, yes.
No, that's
what it is?
Krakatoic. That's the thing they
Oh,
would
we did the thing.
What?
the demons.
I missed some
Before-
stuff.
Yeah, before you found us, before you found us again, we stumbled across some demons that we fought off that were trying to free Krakatoic, which I'm pretty sure is that thing running off into the
It just
distance.
went.
All right, I start running to the car.
So not it. I didn't do that. Not my fault.
My shade runs to the car with you.
I will
I-
run to the car.
Have sick wings,
Whoa.
Oh.
and yeah, they just sprout from my back, and they're friggin' awesome. And
Oh, dang.
yeah, yeah, I am, according to this item description, I'm the shit now. So I
You know, I almost took fly, but then I didn't.
So what Maleficus does is he leaps up into the air, springs off his foot, and goes and flies to take chase. But yeah, his echo tries to get to the car in the same fashion it always has.
All right, we gotta go. We gotta chase that thing. We gotta take it down.
Right?
And
Why
I start up the
It's
tormentor.
running away. Why are we
How-
chasing it?
How far away is it?
This thing, the Krakatoic is, how fast does this thing move? Okay, it moves at about 60 feet. This thing is just going away. So it is in the opposite direction of the car. The car is several hundred feet in one
I
direction.
would like to not fight that if I have to.
Yeah, and it is just going off in another direction. You note it is not currently heading towards Elturel, which you can see from here now that the Bleeding Citadel has exploded and thoroughly cleared the landscape around it.
So, all right. So I'm gonna start hauling ass towards the car, but I'm gonna yell to Maleficus and be like, "Is this? Can you handle that, or is this something we need to do?"
That is a good question, my friend. So yeah, like Maleficus, what does his this is a demon situation. He's clearly got to kill that, but does he have a sense of responsibility towards Elturel?
I would say yes. That is still something in the back of your mind. You do feel, a righteous fury around demons and devils and such. But yeah, you
You're
haven't.
St. Clyde.
Yeah. You're not a. You're not a.
So I guess probably what I do then is I probably shake my fist at it and just kind of like reel back on my wings for a moment and look towards the rest of the team at Elturel, and I probably head towards Elturel.
I mean, it's just running loose in Avernus.
What's the worst that can happen? I'll catch up with that nerd later.
Yeah. And you'll see that Lulu is actually flying with you, Maleficus, like trying to keep up with you, and is waving her little trunk, trying to get your attention.
Cute.
And she's just like, we might need it.
What?
I don't know what you mean
Maybe
by
it
that.
can
but
destroy
I
the
trust-
chains. It can destroy the
Maybe.
chains.
Oh.
So am I to go get it?
No. I have an idea.
Oh no, Lulu's thinking again.
Spread peanut butter on the chains? I don't.
Demons love peanut butter.
And yeah, as you guys are all moving towards the car, she'll just kind of yell this out and be like, "That's not actually that far off."
I also don't have any peanut butter.
We don't need peanut butter. We need blood.
Oh.
I'll perk up in blood and be like, huh?
No.
Is there like a bucket that we could get of blood?
And
blood.
as you guys get to the car and you're with we'll speed this bit. We don't need to have you guys roll for running. You guys get to the car, and as you're around the car, getting in the car, she'll sort of sit on the hood and just be like, he is attracted to, he eats anything and everything, and can eat everything and anything, but he is attracted to the blood of the good. So if we can get some blood, doesn't need to be a ton, but if we can get some blood from someone who is good on the chains.
Now, and you're real big.
Yeah.
You have a lot of blood now.
Wait, whoa. We're all good. We could all do a little bit of blood together.
But Maleficus has so much.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who. It doesn't matter who.
Twice the amount now.
But if
Yeah,
but Clyde's right. If we get some of that on the chains, like if Clyde's right, it will eat the chains, and Gilda's right. If we bait the chains, and I'm right, with good blood, it'll eat the chains.
So that means I'm right.
Yeah.
We're all right.
We're all right. Yay.
Everyone's all right. All right, so I start up the Tormentor. So to Elturel?
Hit it.
I guess
Yeah.
so.
Maleficus leads the charge with his thick wings and enormous size, which will probably expire soon here, but he's ready.
It is 1 minute, yeah.
Okay, all right. So he's no longer lowered and no longer potioned. Probably, I would assume.
Oh, yeah.
He's just regular size with a thick albatross wingspan.
Super flying griffin.
Yeah, you
It
need
is
enough
thick.
wing to carry a lion, so it's probably pretty impressive, I assume.
Oh yeah. Yeah, these wings are not small. And I am going to call a break here as you guys and Olanthius head off in the direction of Elturel towards one of the bases of one of those chains. And I will pause both for dramatic effect and because I need to use the bathroom.
That's very dramatic.
Yeah.
Pretty
That was a dramatic place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can be. We all know that.
For your sake, I hope it's not dramatic.
Oh, I hope not. It should just it should be simple. It should be a simple operation, one I've done many times. But in any case, we will be right back, refreshed and renewed, and we will see about freeing us a city. So we will be right back. All right.
Blood.
Hello,
The
and
map.
welcome back.
Oh.
So, to sum up what just happened, Maleficus is now mostly angelic in appearance. Wings, silver eyes, beautiful flowing hair. Beautiful in many ways, in all honesty. And y'all are in the car, screaming towards the city of Elturel with the Death Knight in a chariot riding alongside you. And weirdly, especially seemingly with Maleficus like flying ahead of the car, kind of leading the charge, as he said, looks like you're actually beating a very straight path to Elturel, which is contrary to pretty much every trip you've made down here.
Sweet.
And
Maleficus is able to cut through the bullshit now. That's great.
I'm not sure if it's Maleficus or Atlanteus.
The sword is very shiny. I do know this.
Yeah, could be a bit of both. Could be a bit of both. You know, we don't know yet. But yeah, it's maybe about an hour's ride from here, from what you can tell. So what would you guys? What you talking? What you doing in the car and around the car as you drive?
So
What's his face? Is he riding alongside?
Atlanteus, yeah, he is in his Gorgon-pulled chariot, very much keeping pace with the car.
What's he look like?
Oh, yeah, that's right. You would not know. He is a dead man.
Okay.
Fully armed and armored.
Okay.
Definitely more than a skeleton. Definitely a Death Knight looking situation.
Okay.
and pretty large from what I remember.
Yeah, he's very tall. Taller than a normal human, not quite like large, in size. But yeah, he's definitely a presence for sure. And yeah, his chariot is being pulled by two. These are D&D Gorgons, so they're like big steel bulls.
Okay.
Did we do something with those 9 keys?
I lean out the window. I'm like, "Hi, I'm Gilda. We haven't met."
And he'll like kind of like move, pull his chariot over a bit, and like kind of can't really like shake hands while moving, but yeah, he's like sort of a high five kind of situation. And he'll say, Olanthius, Death Knight to Archduke Zariel.
Cool.
When Gilda's head gets back in the car, I'll be like, he helped us find the Bleeding Citadel. He also watches over the tomb of the Hell Riders, where we were going when you...
It's a crypt.
Crypt of the Hell Riders.
Oh, that
where
place that you...
Where we were going when you
told me
got
about.
called to go to Maggie.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, you did send a couple sendings over to Gilda in and around it.
You're like, "What's this?" I'm like, circle.
Yep. Yeah, that was all his home that we destroyed.
Oh, that you destroyed.
I mean,
But now we're friends.
Not really destroyed. Destroyed was a bad word. We damaged it to release souls from their eternal bindings.
So it's good.
It was a good destroy.
Oh, okay.
But it was a destroy.
Okay. That tends to happen.
So did we do something with those 9 keys already?
No, they need to go. They somehow are going to unlock the I can't remember what it's called. The big eye above
the companion. Yep. But yeah, that's what you're thinking of.
Okay. Do we want that? If we break these chains with the blood of the good and this giant demon guy eating the chains, Like, do we have to do this in a certain order?
Lulu will reply. I don't think so. I've never been on this
Gil
end
is
of
just
it.
like, keys? I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, oh boy, a lot happened. Atlanteus sent us to some crashed ship or tower or castle, some weird spindly thing that stuck up out of the toenail sand. And we got 9 keys from a chest of some sort. And those will be used to unlock the companion that's floating above El Terrell, but they just kind of look like iron bars last I saw them, so who knows?
What happens when you do that?
I think the companion comes back.
I was never really clear about that. Yeah, I think the companion
Or goes
lights up,
away. Or
maybe
something.
burns away all the devils or the demons, or maybe it's like a magnet for the surface. I don't know.
We were told it was a good thing, so we just went with it.
Okay.
Lulu will yell from the front. I remember now. I didn't before. I remember now. The breaking the chains isn't enough to raise the city. It's enough to stop the city from falling, but it won't go back up on its own.
Oh, good.
If we open the companion, the power in it should raise the city back up.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay, so we're juicing the companion to give it power. Got it.
All right. So how long does it take us to drive to the chains holding down El Terrell?
About an hour overall.
Sweet. We did it.
So, about, say, 45 minutes into the drive, a shadow, somehow, because there's no grand source of light in Avernus, as you guys all know, there's no sun, there's no moon, there's no light source, but a shadow falls over the car.
Disagree.
No disagreeing with this. And I would like everybody to go ahead and make me some perception checks.
Is this a sniffing perception?
If you want it to be.
I have proficiency on this now.
Modified 20.
Also a
Sniffing
modified 20.
I rolled a 1.
Wow.
Modified, it's a 12.
Okay, good.
Jesus, what is your perception?
All right.
Ridiculous.
Your L5C.
I got proficiency in perception.
All right. So you all, with the rolls that you guys got, you guys all see and or smell a smell that you have not smelled in Avernus yet. It almost smells like Threnton, you're the only one who picks up on this, but it smells like that incense that they use in church all the time, like that really florally, coy incense. But like, but burnt, not like, yeah, like I know you burn incense, but yeah, as if it was also on fire.
Yeah.
And everybody,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm just gonna keep saying out loud. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm a toddler who spilled his drink. Uh-oh.
And you all look up, and descending straight towards the car is what could be an angelic figure. But as it gets closer, it is distinctly not.
There is only room for one angelic figure here.
Yeah, and you see armed and armored all in black, bald head, glowing red eyes, black, broad wings, You are now face to face. Not with the man who sold the world, but with Zariel, Archduke of Avernus.
From the cover of the book.
Oh, man.
And she will land and alight right in the car's path.
Slam on the face.
I thought you died alone a long, long time ago. We'll get stopped.
Yeah,
when
we'll
she
stop and
stands
have
in front
this
of the car.
discussion.
Yeah, Maleficus stops, like reels back on his wings again, turns around to turns around to face Zariel.
Mhm.
I wanted to drive into Zariel.
I'm definitely gonna hop out of the car
No.
before you do that.
Stop.
Yank.
Stop the car.
Oh.
Stop.
I know what I'm doing.
My echo is the car
I will
keeps
throw you
moving.
out of this car.
If the car keeps moving past a reasonable brake distance, my echo will just stay put in the air. Let the car
No, the car will stop, and
What?
yeah,
Okay.
and Zariel will stand there, and you notice she has in one hand a big ass hammer, and in another hand a long chain flail, and she's just standing there waiting, and she'll look straight at Maleficus and say, "You have something that belongs to me."
I don't know. I think you gave this up.
I'm gonna yell from the background, and I'm gonna get that hammer.
No, I think we lose this fight.
You appear to have new weapons
I
now.
think we lose this fight. Yeah. Can we stop antagonizing? Maybe.
Gilda's just in the car going, yeah, I'm not with them.
This is an Uber share. I don't know who these people are.
I mean, I'll fight. I'll do it.
There were totally the Ubers in hell.
Oh yeah, there would be Ubers in hell. They're late, and they go way off the map, but they're there.
I mean, I'm not hearing anything unusual for an Uber.
Yeah, exactly.
Just regular Uber.
You're just driving a regular Uber.
Big economy hell.
Yeah.
They park 2 blocks away and expect you to walk to them, and then they take 45 minutes to do a 15-minute drive, and
Yep.
It's fine. All right.
So Lulu and the party, you see you're face to face with the ruler of this plane of existence.
I'm gonna
She looks scarier than I
out of
imagined.
the car.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to do this. And just like step out of the car and then just kind of like, I don't say anything. I'm just standing there, ready, looking at Maleficus and like back and forth between Maleficus and Zariel.
Yeah, I'll hop out of the car and pull my swords out.
How does she feel about the shininess of the sword that belongs to her, but doesn't actually?
I would like you to go ahead and give me an insight check.
Oh.
With
I'm not good
advantage.
at those. That's good. It's an 11.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Not good at those, really.
So, with Zari, it's weirdly, devils are a little bit inscrutable. But as she's definitely staring at the sword. Like, I mean, you by extension, but definitely staring straight at the sword, but you can't quite get a read on on what her emotions would be. From the sword, Maleficus, you feel sort of a sense of longing.
Oh.
Like, yeah.
I hold it up in one hand and I pat the blade, console it. No. Shh. We're friends now. I am perfect. We are.
But now that you're within a few feet of Zariel, the sword is glowing even brighter than before. Like, now that it's in her presence, it's glowing ever brighter than it did in the Bleeding Citadel, brighter still than when you attuned to it and awoke it.
So, can I don't know if
Did
I
the
can
rest
do
of
this.
us see this happen?
Yes, yeah. This is apparent to everybody around.
What I want to do, and I don't know if I can because I don't think it's I don't think it's an action, is I want to be ready to switch places with my Echo.
Okay.
If she tries to take my sword, I'm going to be like, no! And just switch places with the Echo.
Okay.
Can I, like, call up to Lulu and be like, hey, Lulu,
Yeah.
you wanna come out here for a second?
You want to talk to Mom?
You wanna...
and yeah, Lulu will kind of like from her spot on the dashboard where she's been riding, will just kind of like
Cute.
creep up out into view, and she'll flutter up, and you see her just looking right straight at Zariel, and you see in her little Hollyphant eyes, you see that she's just crying. She's just weeping. She's looking at Zariel, and she's like, This is what you are now?"
My heart.
And
Does Zariel react?
yeah, you see her eyes flick over to Lulu for a second. And anybody who would like can go ahead and roll an insight check.
Poop. 11.
10.
Natural 20 for a 25.
Oh, heck.
6.
All right. So Naoma is the only one who picks up on this. But Naoma, you see something you never thought you would see in a devil. Regret. In that flicker, you get a definite sense of regret from Zariel.
I'm going to take a step forward and immediately, why are you, excuse me, Zariel, why are you pulling Avernus, or pulling Elturel down into Avernus? You initially were trying to save Avernus and all of Faerun from, no, sorry, save Elturel and all of Faerun from Avernus. This doesn't seem quite like something that you had wanted when you saved.
Seems like the opposite.
Oh my God, what was the name of the town?
Idle Glen.
Yeah, Idle Glen from the battle with the Battle of Yanogu.
She'll look at you, Naoma, and fix you with her gaze, and she'll be like, "Once, perhaps. Once. That may have been true. But the souls of El Turel belong to me, and I've come to collect. But once, I may have felt like you say, long ago." And her eyes will like flicker back to Lulu for half a second. And they'll also flicker over, you notice, at Olanthius.
He's not with us.
And let's see. And if as you say that, Olanthius will step forward as well. And he will just walk up to to about the same line that you guys are, and he will just kneel, like head up, gazing at her, but just kneel down in the toenail sand.
I want to take a protective step towards Alanthius.
Okay.
Just sort of standing next to him.
Continue, looking up at Zariel. The souls of Elturel were once yours to protect, much, along with your trusty companion Lulu here and your fellow soldiers like Alanthius. They were yours to protect. They were not yours to control. You did not own them. They do not belong to you. Bringing them here is not protecting them.
Yeah.
Unless every single person up there signed a contract, but I
You-
don't think
What?
that happened.
You need to
Signed a
let
what?
us pass.
Contracts?
Oh.
Even then they technically would.
I don't
I
believe
don't think that happened.
Zariel will smile a bit at you, Gilda, and be like, "You're perceptive."
Oh shit, did they?
Wait, what?
What did they
When did
do?
that happen? Yeah.
Years ago. But there is written a contract wherein the names of all residents of Elturel are bound to me.
Do the individuals not have a say?
That's irrelevant.
I don't think it is.
Okay, so at this point, Naoma
Decide themselves.
and Maleficus, I would like you to go ahead and make persuasion checks for me.
Excuse me.
I have an 11. I'm going to use advantage. Not advantage, but inspiration, rather. That's the word. Burn that inspiration. Let's go.
If we
19.
use inspiration, do we have to take the number we rolled?
It's
Or is it
then
either
it's then just advantage. So you
Okay,
can
I'm
take
gonna use
the
it as
highest.
well.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a 16.
Okay. So, with the two arguments that you two are presenting, even though she's mentioning that the souls still belong to her and that a contract was made, you kind of you get the feeling, you see some of that infernal resolve wavering a bit, and her eyes keep flicking back and forth between the sword, Lulu, and Alanthius.
My eyes are up
What-
here.
What?
But those pecs.
They're just immaculate.
Those are the perfect pecs.
Would there be a suitable substitute, Zariel, for the souls of Elturel?
What are you offering? What are you doing?
Yeah. What are you offering, mortal?
I'm
Soul
not offering
spinner,
anything
what are you offering?
specifically. I am just curious as to what you would consider comparable to the souls of Elturel.
To the souls of the city of innocence? Not much.
What about
Lot
this
of
blood
following.
war going on?
You would have said the same in a past life, but you would have fought for them.
Nope.
All right. So Clyde and Maleficus, go ahead and give me some persuasion checks.
I'm a persuader.
15.
Okay.
I'm less of a persuader. Roll
Oh,
a
no.
10.
Okay. So, the mention of protection, you kind of see her fix you for a second, and she'll be just like, there is no redeeming here.
No redeeming.
There's always redemption. There's always a path back.
Yeah,
Trenton.
You might have made a few bad choices.
Threnton and Gilda, go ahead and give me some
No.
some not perceptions, persuasions.
Persuasion?
Yep.
17.
18.
Wow. Okay. She'll look at all of you. Like, is that really what you believe? Do you believe that someone whose sins are as great as mine could be redeemed?
You're still
I
alive,
don't believe
aren't you?
it. I know it. I've seen
I
it.
mean, your sword thinks so.
Yeah.
Look how shiny.
Look at it.
So shine.
Wow.
I mean, nothing ever really comes to an end, regardless of how drastic an action is. If you believe your sins are so bad, there is equal good that you can do to help right those wrongs.
I was just about to say, you made Lulu cry.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all about how much you're willing to do to repent for those sins. How much work you're willing to do to make up for the pain that you caused.
Your once allies, your friends, Alancius and Lulu here are still fighting and trying to fix
Lulu
your
loves the
sins
shit out of
for
you.
you.
Just thought you should know.
Okay. So all 5 of you, go ahead and give me another round of persuasion checks.
What the? Same thing.
21.
18. Oh,
27.
27.
Wow.
Just ignore mine.
Don't look at it.
Clyde.
Wait, Gilda, did you also get a 27?
I rolled an 18.
I didn't say anything this
Again.
time around, though.
Okay. Clyde, I would like you to make me a perception check.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Didn't pop
There you
up.
go.
24, I think?
Yeah.
I see 24, yeah.
Yeah.
Self,
So-
I see everything.
So yeah, you notice 2 things. The first thing you notice, and this one is a little bit, if everybody wants to take a second, you can kind of see this. But behind you all, near the car, is a small army of spirits
Of course.
who everyone but Gilda, because you weren't there, I'm sorry, recognizes, like Clyde, you recognize them as the spirits of the Hellriders.
Oh, hey, Steve.
Hell Riders are coming.
I'm gonna casually walk over to Alancius and bend down to sort of his ear and just whisper to him, "Is this your doing? Are the Hellriders here on your command? Are they here for us or against us?"
And he'll just say, no.
That was multiple questions. You can't
Yeah,
answer
that
yes or no to a multiple. Jesus.
Yeah,
And
expected A or B receives no.
as you're close to him, you somehow, despite the fact that he's dead, out of his helmet, you see it, like from one of the eye slots, you see a tear.
Someone spray him with a bottle or something?
We might be in trouble.
Yeah, Naomi's gonna give sort of everyone in the group a look that's just like, we might be in trouble here.
And
No, we're fine. We're good.
And the second thing you notice, Clyde, with that perception check, is that with your fine-tuned senses towards devils and demons, you see sort of something waver within Zariel, like her aura, which is powerfully infernal. Kind of has a little flicker for a second.
She's kind of unnerved by this.
And Lulu will fly up right next to Maleficus. And look at Zariel and say, "There's one thing you can do to try and redeem yourself." And then she'll look at Maleficus, and she'll look right in your eyes, your silvery angelic eyes, and say, like, "Give her the sword."
Lulu's telling me to give her the sword? Small elephant? You gonna tell me to give her the sword? What will this do?
I don't know.
I mean, it was glowing pretty bright a second ago.
You believe in your heart this is the right thing to do.
Will it purify her?
I trust you, Lulu. I take the sword. I flip it in a very I make a flourish and flip it so that the hilt is facing out, and I hand it to her that way.
Zariel will reach out and the sword will actually, not quickly, it'll just sort of gently float out of your grasp and sort of then go hilt up and just hover between you two for a moment. And it won't go any closer to Zariel. But after a few seconds, Zariel will take a step forward, and she'll set down that massive hammer.
I take a step forward.
And she will reach out and grasp the sword. And there's a great picture that I wish I had sent you guys. And she'll sort of then take it and hold it in two hands, one hand on the blade, and just contemplate it for a long second.
It seems to be going well.
Well, as she's holding it, Zariel, you can help us with our help, or I mean, on your own if you really want to. You can right the wrongs that you've done. Help us save Elturel.
Give me another persuasion.
I'll say, yeah, do it.
If not you, then who?
It's a 9.
Okay. Maleficus, give me a persuasion. Threaten, give me a persuasion.
Can I give it intimidation?
No.
Now, okay, so I have to ask: is the sword still attuned to me?
Yes. You still feel it.
I feel it. I feel the cosmos. Okay, ignore that roll because I need to adjust something real quick.
18 for my persuasion.
Okay.
There we go. This roll is real. 22 for my persuasion.
And it would make it a lot easier.
Gilda, give me a persuasion.
You clean up this mess.
23.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So, you'll see Zariel take the sword and hold it in two hands in front of her. And she'll grimace, and then suddenly the sword glows even brighter, like bright as the sun. And you sort of hear a searing sound come from the hilt and her hands. And you see her like grimace, and she'll just say, I, Zariel, supplicate myself before the holy light of justice. If it should accept me, I vow to take up this blade once more in its service.
I lower myself to the ground and kneel.
There's silence. And Zariel will like glance upward looking like real uncertain and a little afraid. Then, almost comically, a light will shine down from nowhere upon the Archduke of Avernus. And she is just bathed in this wash of brilliant light. And this fiery halo that she's had over her bald head will disappear. And her dark, almost leathery, they're feathered, but the whole thing just looks like a textured leather, will suddenly burst in bright white feathers all along her wings. And all of her diabolic features will seem to be replaced for a half second. Well, not a half second. In a half second, they seem to be replaced with more of this sort of situation here on my side. And her robes, her armor will change from this black and red situation to a shining blue silver. Her hair, long, will just kind of flow down over her shoulders. And there's one final transformation here. Lulu will zip forward, no longer standing right in the middle of the party. And yes, will instantly transform
Then we are all squished.
transform into a giant golden furred mammoth with gleaming tusks.
Beautiful.
And
I instantly fall in love.
With Zariel or
Down
Lulu?
boy. Down boy.
Look, I get it. And Zariel will stand before you and look at all of you and just say, "Thank you.
No
Thank
problem.
you for believing that this was even possible."
Thank you for listening to us.
And she'll next stride over to Atlantheus, where he's kneeling, and you can just see... Thank you. You can just see tears streaming down Atlantheus's face mask. And she'll lay a hand on his shoulder, and she'll say, "I'm so sorry, my friend." and look up at the assembled army of Hell Riders behind you. Like, my friends, for this, you may now rest, be free. And you'll see Elanthius's armor just crumble into just a pile of armored plates and dust. And you'll see the Hell Riders just kind of like, there's no breeze, but yeah, you'll see them like drift off into the breeze. And Naoma,
Return of the King.
yeah, it's very much that scene from Return of the King, except the elephants aren't dead; they're both still here. And Naoma, you get the sense that all of those spirits are finally at peace. Like, there was that one little thing that was like holding them all back, and that seems to be gone.
While everything else is going on, I'm going to just cast one encode thoughts and leave one silver strand in the air for them. I don't know if you'll be able to get this where you are now, but if you can, hopefully it'll help all of you. And just sort of whisper that under my breath as I do it.
She'll turn back to all of you and just be like, my friends, for I can truly call you friends now, all of you. Let's save a city, shall we?
Yeah.
High five. Hold up for a high five.
And let's kill a bunch of fiends on the way, huh?
And Zariel will actually, like, walk up to you, Thranton, and just be like, I don't...
You got it. Yeah.
Amazing.
And she'll spread
you
her...
high-fived an archangel.
Yeah. And she'll spread her wings and say to you, it's like, so, I don't have the power in me to completely free the city alone, so you must choose. Shall I break the chains that bind El Terrell, or shall I free the companion to raise it?
Oh, we got the keys. We're good.
Maybe, the chains.
If you break the chains, will you be able to rejoin the city as it ascends to Faerun?
Yes. That I can do. But I cannot raise the city on my own and break the chains.
Go break the chains. We'll go unlock the companion. We got this. And I'll pull out the keys and be like, hey, we're good.
Like, how did you?
We've done some things.
It's been
We've
a long
been busy.
journey.
Have you not heard of us?
And Zarya will actually just look at you and look at you all and just be like, I can get us there quickly, if you don't want to drive.
Yes, please.
Like a toddler, I'm gonna go up. Because I'm always picking people up. I don't get picked up.
I reach down to scoop my Echo up. Like, my Echo holds his paw up, and I go to collect it. Just carry him behind.
Actually, I'll
into those theatrics.
I'll fly off with Lulu. That's fine.
At this point, looking over at Maleficus, has his appearance reverted?
No. He no longer has the sword. So you, if we can, the way that we'll treat this game-wise is, from a player standpoint, you still have all of the effects of the sword without actually having the physical sword itself.
Okay.
Whoa.
We're back to hammer time.
Mall time.
Can we pick up the demon hammer?
Mall
The
madness.
devil hammer?
I don't know. Can you?
No, I'm
Yeah.
not going to touch it.
I want to walk over to it.
Okay.
I want to inspect it.
Okay.
Good to know.
So, yeah, if you walk over to it, it definitely looks... It's funny that Clyde said demon hammer. It definitely looks like a Warhammer 40K-esque Space Marine-y demon hammer.
Does this look like something that I could wield with one hand?
No. Not
All
with
right,
one
never mind.
hand. It
Okay.
does. It does look. If you so felt the need, you could probably swing it with two.
Yeah, no. I need my shield. It's an important part of who I am. Wait, I could enlarge myself. No, I'm not going to do that. No. We're good.
For a minute at a time.
Zariel will look at you and just be like, "It's your choice. It did belong to a demon."
Can I, ooh. I can complete the whole set. Do I get a set on this?
No. And I'm going to start pushing Trenton away from it.
Can I do a religion check on it?
Yeah, you can go ahead and do that.
I am joining Clyde in pushing
It's a
Trenton away
9.
from the hammer.
It's a 9. Okay. You can't discern that it was like any demon's hammer in particular. You can't recall.
So it seems fine. It
but-
seems fine.
No, it's not. It's not fine.
Zariel, just in case, are you able to purify that hammer real quick before anyone happens to touch it?
No, it's the hammer itself is not evil,
Oh, okay.
Can
but
I
a
point
demon
the shield
did
at, like,
own it.
was this shield evil?
And she'll look at it and she'll just be like, "Oh, yes."
Oh, fuck.
And she'll recognize it instantly.
We told you.
And she was just like, "So you found Gargoth?"
I don't want to talk about it. I'm going to storm away.
I'm assuming Gargoth is the pit fiend that was in the shield. It's
What?
free now.
Oh. Okay.
It's a long story.
10 minutes ago,
can
that
go.
would have bothered me.
They made me do it.
Now it's
I'll point at all of them, each individually.
now it's just another.
Especially that one, pointing at Clyde.
Now it's just another pit fiend out there, which is still
Meh.
a thing, to be sure. But
I'd be happy to help kill it someday. Finger crossbows.
she'll nod and just be like, "Mayhaps, maybe." So, you all can now, yeah, you guys can choose. You can either, Zariel won't carry anybody, but Lulu is big enough to carry everybody who wants to.
Yeah, I'm already like at Lulu's side, being like, "What's up, girl? How you doing?" Hey.
Like, Thrainton, can you please help me give me a boost up?
I'm busy.
Can I acrobatics my way up and then help other people climb up?
Yeah, I'll help Naomi climb up.
Yeah, absolutely.
I turn to Zariel, and I'm like, does she go a lot faster than the Tormentor?
Well, I mean,
Or
she can fly.
Ain't no bumps and stuff on the road.
Yeah, we can't drive up the chains.
Yeah, and our trick to get down the chains will not work on the way back up. I can't throw people that far.
I don't know. I just really love that car.
Is Mike Wazowski coming?
If you want him to.
Yes.
Can we take a vote? Is it a voting situation?
Also, I'm just imagining how Mike Wazowski climbs onto Lulu, and it's not pretty.
I think he just rockets himself up.
Yeah, he has a jetpack.
Yeah. It's like Boba Fett with knife hands.
So, Lulu can just she'll like reach out towards Mike Wazowski and just like grab him because he's not spiked right now. Just grab him with her trunk. Just kind of, it almost looks
Great.
like somebody palming a basketball. Really?
Amazing. Love it.
Well, I guess I will leave the tormentor. I'll go back to
We can tell we can send Mad Maggie a message and tell her where it is if she can retrieve it. She seems to be good at doing things like that.
pull out my sending stone. Hey Maggie, I'm leaving the tormentor here. If you want to come grab it.
Keys are in it.
And you just once you put it back, just like, oh yes, I'll go get that in just a second. So you met her? Did you meet her? So, and then it'll kind of like cut off.
Zariel,
Pocket it.
can we leave a souvenir in the tormentor?
A souvenir?
Yeah.
Do you have like
You like pluck a feather or something?
Yeah. Do you like molt feathers? Can we just like leave one in
Weird
the
question, I
box?
know, but
Yeah.
I don't think so. Though,
like a glove?
if you seem souvenir, if your collector would be interested, I don't need that hammer anymore.
Yes.
Perfect. All right, let's drag the hammer into the tormentor.
Maggie's
weren't
gonna be
supposed to
hell
touch
on
it.
wheels with that thing.
Leave that for Maggie in the tormentor.
well, just put the tormentor near it. We weren't supposed to touch it.
I'm gonna watch her wings for a while. Do any feathers like drift off of them?
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no. She very much has an angelic aura about her now, a definite radiance in this dark place.
Try to
With
pluck
my
one.
But yeah.
-1 strength, can I even budge that hammer?
Yeah, you can. It's big, but you can
Just
drag it. Yeah.
Wait, so somebody else can touch the hammer?
No, it's fine. It's not evil.
Some bullshit.
Zariel said it's not evil. It's fine. You can
You guys
touch
all
it.
dragged me away from the hammer, but
doesn't
Gilda
have
wants to
a
touch
pit
it.
in
You're just
it.
like, oh, it's fine. Gilda can touch whatever she wants.
Was the
I didn't
shield?
even ask.
Did it turn out that the shield was actually evil?
Yeah.
The shield is not evil. It had a pistoned in
Oh.
it.
It was fine.
Yeah. The shield itself was not evil, but it was a not possessed isn't the word because it wasn't voluntary, but it was a prison to an evil being.
Imprisons evil being in a shield.
Mhm.
Weird.
Mhm.
So, some of us might have better instincts about these things.
Huh. I wonder if we just redeemed the most evil person in the entire plane of Avernus. Huh. Weird. Huh. I wonder what
Who's
happens
previously
when you give people
carrying
second chances.
Well,
that
that's
demon's
happening.
hammer.
Weird. I wonder what happens when
Yeah.
you give second chances to people who might deserve it.
Does she need her flail either? Just to have that?
At this point, I
Some people are
roar
more
very
into-
No, she
loudly.
does not.
It'd say we have urgent business
Oh,
that
yeah.
we must get to.
Good point.
Last minute shove. Okay.
Come along.
And
I put the hammer and the flail in there.
as you guys mount up on Lulu, you don't need to roll between the acrobatics and boosting, and Lulu very much being a willing mount. There's no checks needed. But as you guys are doing that, Zariel will look at Lulu, and they'll kind of share a moment. Just like, I've missed you situation. But then she will, as this argument is happening, she'll look at you guys as a group, and look at Lulu, and you'll kind of just see Lulu just kind of like slowly nod.
Yeah. Yeah.
Saviors of El Terrell, ladies and gentlemen.
It's this is what I had to work with. The look of just like,
Oh, I don't want to hear no lip from forgetful Lulu over here.
And you guys will fly at great speed.
Oh, God.
Maleficus, you're able to keep up, keep pace with the angel and the mammoth, and you will land at the edge. You'll fly over Avernus. As you get closer to El Terrell, you see the enormous army, 2 enormous armies that were battling it out underneath the city of El Terrell the whole time are still there, duking it out. Regiment upon regiment of ordered devil ranks, just constantly trying to push back this enormous mob of demons. Gilda.
Question.
Yeah.
So you remember that alchemy jug that I have?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Alchemy bomb them?
Could I tell it to, so we agreed that any liquid could be put in it, right?
Yeah.
Could I just say celestial blood?
Celestial blood, no. That's a little too
No.
special. It's a little
Good
too
blood?
special.
We just dump holy water on them?
Oh,
No, I was thinking for the chains.
Good people blood.
Some innocent blood? No? Okay.
Blood of virgins? No.
Look, best I can do is O positive. Like, I can't do too specific.
That's pretty good. You know, like, that's pretty good.
Just say blood and take my chances.
So you guys fly over this army that's just this constant push and pull, neither side really giving or taking ground, and that you'll land at the edge of the city of El Terrell, and Zariel will sort of hover there for a second, and you land near one of the chains, and she'll say, "I will handle these, per our arrangement. All you need to do is unlock that with those keys."
Do you have any advice as to where the keyhole might be?
There are 9 of them.
Yeah.
They're all equidistant around the rim.
Of the town?
No, of the companion.
Oh.
Oh.
So we gotta fly all the way up that close.
Fortunately, you have a mammoth.
Yeah, good job.
We got this. Yeah.
I do.
And Zariel will give one great flap of her wings and soar down towards the chain you landed near, and with one broad swing of that sword, she'll just sever the top link, and you'll watch it split, and the whole chain just goes crashing down to the ground, crushing who knows how many demons and devils as it does so.
That still only counts as one.
We could have done that.
Should we let the citizens of El Terrell know that this is happening, or should we just do it? I feel like
think we have time for that.
I think they'll be okay with it.
Yeah, just it's a good surprise.
Like, surprise, we saved all your souls. I
yeah,
think
like what's knowing gonna do for them?
I guess it's more for us to know that they are still alive.
Oh, we're gonna save the town either way, so like.
Fair point.
I think if we take time to try and find out if they're alive, that could risk their lives in itself. We should just get out of here as fast as we can.
All right. That makes sense.
All right, Lulu, can you get us up to the companion?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Who's got the keys?
I do.
Sick.
And so Lulu will fly you up right straight at the companion, sort of swinging between the big arcs of lightning that are still shooting down around the town. as she does so, I would like everybody to go ahead and make me some dexterity saves, as she's not like, like a bumblebee or anything, juking and jinking to the left and right, but there's a sway to it.
Okay.
14.
Yeah, 3.
Okay.
7.
12.
Okay. All right. So everybody on Lulu who rolled 13 or less can go ahead and take 9 lightning damage. You get a little bit zapped on the way up.
After that happens, I'm gonna look around and be like, you know what? Just for good measure, everyone hold on a little bit tighter, and then I'm gonna cast Bless on that second level, I think. Third level, and give us all Bless.
Okay.
Can I try and set myself up in a position where I'm holding on via my strength as opposed to my dexterity?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
You can definitely get a good grip.
All right. Now that I know that we are zigging and zagging, I'm holding on by my strength.
Cool.
So strong.
I'm screwed either way.
So as you guys fly up and you get within touching distance of this great glowing orb, who wants to put the first key in the lock?
I'll do it.
Yeah, I'll hand the first key over to Clyde.
Okay. All right. So Clyde,
Do they matter? Are they all the same, or is it like a key 1 through 9? We don't have to figure this out, right?
the keys are numbered, but looking at the companion, it's almost a like plain glass surface. There's no markings on it. The only places where it's marred or changed in any way are these keyholes.
Okay. So we may have to figure it out by number.
Okay. Which one did you hand me?
I'll fan through them and I'll hand you number 1 to start with. Just we gotta start somewhere, so let's start at number 1.
All right, I'll try it in the nearest keyhole.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a d10. Which I know is not 9, but we'll go close.
Key snaps, you fail. Game over.
I roll a 2.
Okay. So the key goes in, but it doesn't. You feel, as you put it in, you feel it's not really going in right. Might not be the right key.
Not the right key.
I think instead of dexterity checking and passing keys back and forth, it's better for us to spin around and keep trying keyholes.
Yeah, if you want to try the next key.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
next hole. Same key, different
hole.
hole.
So, yeah.
All right,
so
Lulu, next hole.
Swing us around.
Okay. All right, so Clyde, odd or even?
Even.
Even. Okay. Good news. This time, the key goes in, and it actually fully seats into the hole, and it's now just like a smooth, flush surface.
I think that's 1.
Okay. So if that was 1, I'll give you number 2, and let's try number 2 to the left. Try and go in like a clockwise order.
Okay. And I try it.
All right. Yeah, Lulu flies to the next hole. You try it. No go. Also doesn't quite fit.
Okay, so we will trade this one. Or no, we'll spin back around, go counterclockwise.
Yeah, go to the opposite one on the other side of this one.
Okay. Lulu will Yui fly back around, and you push this one in. Seats. Goes right in.
All right.
Let's keep going this direction.
Number 3, here you go.
Boom.
In.
Sweet, it's working. Number 4.
Yep. So we just sort of cycle our way through at
Yep.
this point.
Boop, 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 boop. And then...
Why is it counterclockwise?
Yeah, who does this? Fucking Avernus.
Fucking hell.
Of course Avernus would do this. So
Right.
you insert those 9 adamantine rods into those 9 holes. And as you do so, once that last one goes in and it sits flush, Lulu pulls back a bit as the lightning just courses all over this ball. Instead of zapping randomly out into the town like it's been, the lightning just kind of like turns inward on itself, and the whole thing is just like a plasma ball at the Great Lost Bear. And you see, at least on the side that you're on the hemisphere you're viewing, you see the keys pop about halfway out, all at once. And then you see the top hemisphere of the companion open like a flower. Just sort of splits and opens. And out of it flies, on ivory wings, a planeteer, which is like an angel, but not quite. And here we go. Where is the stuff? Okay, so the planeteer will fly out and immediately spy you guys. And riding on this golden fur giant mammoth, it'll look around and it'll see where it is. And it'll look at you all and just be like, "Thank you. Thank you for freeing me from my prison. Now what?"
Problem.
Take us back up to the mortal realm.
So Zariel is down, cutting the chains that are pulling us down into Avernus. So you can zip us back up now.
Yeah, this town, the town of El Terrell, needs to be returned to the surface of Faerun.
As you can see, we are in hell.
Yes, I can. And at that, you hear one. You guys have been busy, so you hear another shriek as one of those chains gets cut, and then a loud chain clatter, and then a very loud thud. And you look and you see Zariel flying up towards you all. The last chain is dealt with. Now's the time.
Good work. We're gonna keep you around.
And the planeteer, I don't know how you actually pronounce it.
Planetar?
Planetar? Yeah, Planetar. I like that.
Pat Benatar.
Pat Benatar will fly and loop around the rim of the city and out of sight.
Hell is a battlefield.
And Lulu will say, "We should land. I'm going to land."
Yeah, that seems like a good idea. As close to the chapel as you can. The citadel.
Sounds good. And she'll fly in the direction of the high hall, and she'll land in the courtyard on top of a hellhound.
Squish.
And yeah, just squish it.
Love it.
Is that rock still
like,
screaming?
Good job.
Give me a perception check.
No, please no. Please tell me it's not.
It's 26.
God damn it.
Faintly, off in the distance, you hear a very familiar screaming.
That's a good magic spell.
That's a good rock.
And now,
Perfect.
and
Still going.
What did you power that thing with?
No spell magic.
Oh.
And once you guys set down, you feel the city start to shudder again. Very similar to how it felt when you guys were first making your descent. And after a brief moment, you see, as you look down over the edge of the city near where you are, you see Avernus going away.
I'll flip it off.
And you see sort of what could be clouds or a ceiling. It's hard to say. Rapidly approaching. And you'll see Zariel hover above the city, and she'll raise the sword up, and an opening will appear, and it'll widen and widen and widen. And with a rumble and a shudder, the city will go into the opening. And you see miles and miles of rock and earth pass by the city. So you're on an express elevator back up to the mortal realm. And after a few super intense minutes, you see Sky for the first time in a very long time appear up through this hole until the city of El Terrell slows and meets back up with the ground that it left.
What's the weather like?
It is a beautiful sunny day. Clear, warm,
Sweet.
like maybe mid-70s. It's beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Good times.
Take a deep breath in and enjoy the brimstone and toenail air. Oh, that's
Oh no!
Oh, wow.
Did we leave her
The
behind?
timing.
Oh no!
Is she still in Avernus?
No, she didn't make it to the surface.
Oh no!
He decided to live down there with Mike Wazowski. It's fine.
No. Where's Mike Wazowski? Looking for Mike Wazowski.
Her internet is not great, so that's probably exactly what happened. She guys, her reply from the ether. Of fucking course.
Yeah, that checks out.
She just says that as we ride into the material plane here.
And you'll see.
She left something at Mad Maggie's.
Yeah, damn it.
I left the oven on. I gotta go back.
You'll see the Planeteer shoot up from the river that separates the city. She's trying to come back. We may get her back soon. And you'll see it fly up, and it'll wave to the group, and you'll see it just shoot off into the sky.
So there's no more giant sun hovering above the city?
No. No, the companion has completely disappeared. Oh, we got our Ghost Bones back.
Ghost Bones is back.
Ghost Bones is back!
Yeah.
Yeah!
Woo!
We thought we left you in...
So, Pat Benatar left.
Yep.
Yeah.
Benatar left.
Yep. You're back on the surface. It's beautiful out. And Zariel will land next to you all. And well then, let's see. It's the only problem with this book. I'm trying, there's a spot in it. Okay. Yeah, she will, Zariel will land next to you all and just be like, this is, I can never repay what you've done for me and what you've done for the city. Oh, I think we lost Gilda again.
No, I
Nope.
still see her.
Oh, okay, good.
Don't scare us like
Don't
that.
scare us. Oh God.
No.
Whew. Okay. She's like, I can never repay anything of what you've done here today. Have you saved those left in the city? I will rescue and raise all that I can here to try and repay my own debt to this city. But I must go. I have a lot to answer for, and I must be
Oh.
judged.
I believe in you. I think you'll do the right thing, and you know where your course leads.
And hopefully, whatever it is that is judging you, will see the deeds that you have done here today and the course that you've taken and have some sort of leniency.
If you need a reference, give me a call. Just send it my way.
And if you need to kill any more demons and devils, I'll help you out.
Zariel will stand before you all, and as you guys are standing here, you actually start to see people come out of the high hall, like tentatively blinking into the sun. And as they step out and they see all of you, they're like, "Holy shit, they did it!" And then they see Zariel standing angelic once again before them, and a lot of them just fall to their knees and start weeping. And
And I'll point at Maleficus and be like, "Yeah, we know.
Same.
And she will. Nope, yeah, sorry, go.
And I'll say, as you can see, these people still believe in you.
Zariel, I hate to ask this question of you as you're leaving, but there's a woman, a warrior, that has been laid to rest in the tomb of the High Hall. We don't know anything about her, but she may be of aid to you in the future.
And she'll nod and say, "Would that were true, but no. That one has done her work."
Who is that one?
She's one of the blessed of Lathander.
Well then, I guess we will let her rest.
She has earned it. She saved the city when I couldn't. And she will go ahead and she will lean down and she will actually pluck one feather from one of her wings. And she will hold it out to the party and say, if as I said, you are forever in my debt. And should the need be dire, you may call upon me with this, and I will answer. And
Cool,
like,
so it's like a cell phone.
Yeah, and Lulu would be like, "We will answer."
I'll reach out and I'll gently take the feather and I'll very deliberately hand it straight to Naoma.
Like, take.
Yeah, I think Naoma should have it.
I'll take it and hold it, kind of like up close. Hopefully that day will never come, but if it is, we will reach out.
And she will say, and at this, I must leave. And she'll look at Maleficus and say, and you, to you I bear the greatest debt. And your rewards for your sacrifice can be found elsewhere if you'll follow me.
I suppose that's what I must do.
And Zariel and Lulu will lift off the ground and begin to fly off into the distance. Not too fast.
Just rock it up.
But yeah, they seem to be like they fly up a little. Like Zariel flies up a little bit. Lulu will actually, once she lifts off the ground a little bit, she'll actually like reach that big old trunk around, and she'll actually scoop the 5 of you up a little bit into a big old hug.
Aww.
Aww.
Aw.
And she'll be like, I'll miss the 4 of you.
We'll miss you too.
Not
Thank you for
Naomi.
everything.
Not Naomi. No.
It's okay. I didn't think you were useful anyway. You were basically
Wow!
fine.
Whoa, hold on.
Holy shit!
Whoa,
Damn.
we're not even at table talk yet. You're coming out with this? What is going on?
Damn. And then she'll also fly and start to follow Zariel. Maleficus, you do feel that you are being called to follow.
Oh, crap. Okay. All right. So with that, Maleficus will land on the ground on his own 2 feet. He'll draw in a deep breath, let it out, and do a very deep bow to the whole group. And then say, until we meet again.
You better hug me.
He holds his arms out and says, bring it in.
Hug.
Right here.
Yeah, hug.
Optional hug scenario. As the
Yeah. Not optional.
When I step forward, I'll whisper so no one else can hear. Your family's name is in good hands.
single tear from my blank silver eye. All right, so yeah, he holds on to the hug for a moment, lets everyone go, says farewell. He looks to his echo. Naomi was gonna say something.
Oh, I was gonna say, Naomi just pulls out from her pocket the comb that she had tried to start clearing his mask with, and just like sticks it in his fur on his mane, just like.
Even though it's perfect now.
And it looks great right where you left it. Like, looks perfect right there.
He holds his paw up over it for a moment and says thank you.
Just in case.
Yes. Very important. I appreciate this. He looks to his shade. I was going to say he looks down at his shade, but it's probably not taller. The shades are the same size. And pats him on the head, says, I guess this is goodbye. Then turns to follow Zariel and company. And our good friend Lulu.
Maleficus flies off. into the sun. Ignites.
Maleficus is now on fire.
No, flies,
The end.
flies
The
off
shade,
with them.
the shade just gets dragged along on the ground, like clipping through everything.
No physical clipping. It's just, yeah, it's horrifying. No, actually, the shade probably stays put
The shade
for as long as he can.
does stay put. And you're all expectantly waiting for the shade to dissipate because you've all seen it happen so many times. He gets, a certain distance away, the shade disappears.
The flip back.
The shade doesn't disappear. The shade looks for a moment like there's suddenly a really confused look over the shade's face. And then the shade, you're used to seeing it that, jade, translucent, sort of grayish green look to it. And then it starts to get some color in it.
What's happening?
And Maleficus is standing among you.
Wait, what? Did it really
What?
Pinocchio?
I want my comb back.
Amazing.
Wait,
Hey.
Maleficus? Is that really you?
That. So one of the things that you notice about the shade is that he doesn't have the comb, and he does look like Maleficus did before he got angelic, before he got sworded, and the Echo kind of furrows his brow and looks up to you. Says, I don't think that's my name. And I think I'm supposed to be gone, but I'm not.
Then what is your name?
I do not know.
And at
Can we call you Son?
Can we help you find out together?
I have a lot of questions, and my name may be
Us
least
too.
of them.
And at this moment, from the entrance to the courtyard from the rest of the city, you hear a voice yell out, "Yeah! There are lots of questions right now!" And you see standing in the ruined gateway of the High Hall, you see a long-haired elf standing in gold and blue scaled armor with a shield and several heavily armed men behind him. And like, this was a hole 10 minutes ago.
Yeah?
What are you talking about?
I mean, it was a hole
What was
for
the hole?
longer than that. How long has it been a hole?
You seem confused.
It's
You mean the river, or is it just a hole?
this city disappeared 6 months ago.
Oh.
That's how
Have you
long
been
we've
here
been
for
gone.
6 months?
Yeah, we fixed it. We did it.
Well, we have a lot to catch you up on, I guess.
Yeah.
And I'll start walking towards them. Just be like, my name is Archduke Naoma, and can we find a place to talk for a little bit?
Yes, let's.
Because apparently we've spent 6 months in Avernus, and I could use a good bite to eat.
I will scoff at the good bite to eat again.
And
Oh,
she'll
we're
start
not
to, like,
toenail dirt.
no offense, Thran. No, just toenails only go so far.
And I think that is where we're going to call it tonight. So,
Yay!
congratulations. We have done something that not a lot of D&D players can say. We have completed a campaign.
I did it! My first campaign I've ever completed.
Welcome
Same.
to Yeah, see, this is the thing. There's people at this table who have played a fair amount of D&D over the years. It's not
Never
something
finished.
that happens often.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
We finished the thing.
you didn't die. No one had to make a new
We
character
didn't die.
partway through.
That's amazing.
I feel like avoiding fighting Zariel was probably key to not dying.
Oh, very much
Yeah.
so.
I want to
Yeah.
kill her. I want to kill her real bad.
And I mean, granted,
I
with
was ready.
the super-powered Maleficus, like, things were...
We've had a little bit of a chance.
Yeah, they were more balanced than they would have been normally, but only so much. But yeah, congratulations and thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
No, thank you. Yeah.
We level up?
Thank you.
no.
Can we have just 2 more levels?
2 more levels as a treat. No.
Can I
No.
have some more levels?
You got 2 levels before this session. Thank you very much.
Wait, what level are we supposed to
Appreciate
be
it,
at?
both of them.
You are supposed to be at 12.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, this one we can call this like a pre-level. You guys leveled up from 10 to 11 at the end of last session, and because it is Tom's birthday and the end of the campaign, there was
And we were possibly going to fight Zariel.
and yeah, you were possibly going to fight Zariel, and any little boost would have been great. It was completed, and in all honesty, I know we went a little long tonight, but I did not know if I honestly didn't know at the beginning of this if this was really going to be it or if we were going to have to do more. If you guys decided to fight Zariel, then no, we were going to need at least one more episode. But no, you guys went and did the redemption arc, and you did it really solid. Like, this was
NBD.
Yeah.
I feel like that was kind of our MO through most of this, was like, let's not fight anything if we don't have to.
Except each other.
Except each other. Let's fight each other all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
All the time, constantly.
Fight each other, befriend enemies.
Yeah, so between this week and next week, we'll figure out what our individual characters will do. We can do a little RP outside of we can do a little bit of that in the chat if we need to figure out what these characters are doing. I do have a plan for the next campaign here on Power Word Casual. So schedule's willing, we'll hop right into that. And that'll be next week. So get ready and enjoy that. But yeah, seriously, I do want to thank you guys. This was a fun campaign. You guys were hilarious and always entertaining, even with the bickering.
A+ party synergy.
The bickering and the backbiting and the closet demon worship and the demon slaying and the who's serving what master here, coming from so many directions. Repressed memories, like all of it. You guys did all of that while running around in hell.
We covered a lot of ground.
You sure did.
A lot of toenails.
A lot of toenails.
A lot of toenail sand.
So many toenails.
Gross.
So, I have a suspicion of who this character is at the end.
What's your suspicion?
Is it Quell?
Yes.
Cool.
What?
Yeah.
He is,
Yeah.
in short, He's my OC.
OC do not steal.
OC do not steal. He is a character. He was the first 5th edition. No, second 5th edition character that I played. And he was one that I just ended up falling in love with. You know, like he's just a character that I like using for things, especially because just the way that his character ended in the campaign that we did, he's definitely sort of an authority figure within the Forgotten Realms, within my own little headcanon Forgotten Realms. So he's shown up as a quest giver in a couple other campaigns and one-shots and stuff.
Nice.
So, yeah. So we'll likely be seeing more of him, at least at the start of the next campaign.
God damn it.
Yeah, right?
Way to go and ruin a good thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm out.
I'm out. Look,
I hate that guy.
as long as your trash cleric warlock doesn't show up, everything's fine.
Yeah, I feel like bringing Quellan is an invitation to him. Like, I think that's how that works.
Look, I mean, you now have a blank slate character.
Sure.
It's true. What does Maleficus become?
What does Maleficus become?
Maleficus
What even
becomes
is your name?
An angel situation. What does his shade become is the
That's
question.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another god tier echo.
Another Maleficus. Stay tuned for another Maleficus.
I'm just
Oh my
doing
god, Kitty.
my best. It feels natural to me. I don't know.
You know what? No, I'm actually a crappy warlock. All this time it's just been a dude. It's a crappy human warlock. That's me.
Just been a guy. The
Take
whole
that,
time.
Quell.
Hey.
What? No. I'm not talking about warlock. I'm talking about a very specific crappy warlock. Yours was not crappy.
Like, whoa now.
No. Gilda's a model citizen. Never say anything bad about her.
A model citizen of Avernus.
Yeah,
Well,
Hey, she worked at Elturel before and she had a business. I'm just
I
saying.
did,
Yeah,
good.
business person. It's good.
but
It's true.
wasn't doing very well.
Not all warlocks is what I'm saying. Just
An all warlock.
Hashtag.
Oh man.
anyway, D&D.
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 I'm excited for whatever the next chapter brings.
Let's just say Gilda definitely has a different patron now. Just saying.
Yeah. I feel like I could believe in Zariel.
Maleficus.
Friendship with old patron ended.
Nope.
Yeah, your patron is either Maleficus or Mad Maggie.
Oh.
Wait a second.
Yeah, it's Maleficus.
It's Mad Maleficus.
No, it's not.
I'm like, no, it's not.
New campaign, new patrons. Go.
No.
It's one of the mad caps. It's just one of those random dudes.
Red cap.
One of the really
That guy.
crazy ones.
Yeah, you get a message from your patron. It's just like,
Like, mhm.
what do you want me to do?
Rabid frothing sound. Yes, Jim. Hello.
And yeah, like somehow you guys managed to not only escape Avernus but make friends down there.
Yeah, if we ever go back,
I
we
made
have
so many friends.
people we can stay with.
Yeah, like weirdly, you guys made a strange number of friends, and I mean enemies, obviously, but very, very
Yeah, each
powerful enemies. But
That's kind.
Who did we make our enemy? As far as I know, we befriended everyone. Except for the guy that was on the tree. That guy was a dick.
Or like all the devils and demons. We killed all them.
Yeah, I mean, we either killed people or befriended them. So, can't be that many enemies. I wonder how the back ink guys are doing.
Let's go back to hell.
Yeah, we should have
Like
offered
anything.
them
Gilda might,
way up.
honestly.
There's all kinds of cool stuff down there that you haven't collected.
I know.
Like toenails? All the toenails you could possibly want?
To build war machines, you know.
Hey, I mean,
I
you
could
could build.
bake with Mickey.
It's true. No, like, and at this point,
Alright.
where we are at a nice change between two two campaigns, like if there are any changes to characters or whatever that we want to do, that's definitely something we can talk about. But in terms of the stream, I think this is it for this week.
I gotta go to bed.
Yeah, same. This is it for this week. I do hope that everybody enjoyed not only this stream, but enjoyed all of the Hellscape Navigators as we ran through that fun business. I know we all did. And I hope that everybody looks forward to more D&D here on Power Word Casual, because we will be more than happy to provide. So, on behalf of myself, Alyssa, Tom, Sean, Ark, and Brian, hope everybody has a good night and has a great time, and comes to join us again next time. Good night.